breakfast going on with Chick-fil-A. Good morning. As most of you know, I'm TJ. I'm the office manager slash care coordinator slash a lot of y'all bestie because we talk throughout the day and throughout the week. If you don't have my number, I don't know how. I'm the random person texting you on access care, reminding you about progress notes and about the reminder. Hey, man, come on in and sign in. So, before we get started, May was CNA and Appreciation Week.
No, this week.
Is it this week?
Yes.
Oh, it's this week. Oh, it's, I'm sorry, May was Nurse Week. But so, starting this week was CNA Appreciation Week. And did you sign in on it?
It's June the 11th through the 17th.
So,
start yesterday.
what we want to do, lilies would not be lilies without you all. So we want to, as Southerners say, give you your flowers while you can smell them. So with that being said, we have an appreciation gift for you all. Let me, so yeah. Y'all be on Facebook, my boss, the best boss. So good. Not Chick-fil-A and a gift. And I even have something for the men. I thought about y'all. So there you go.
Yeah, we made sure everybody. To me, whenever you feel good and smell good, I mean, you always feel good, you smell good and look good. So y'all got to look good, and so we go ahead and smell good. Not everybody wants a little spruce here, a little spruce there, make it feel all good when you go to the client. Help keep us in good spirits. Everyone got it? So we have a variety of scents, but they all, believe I was in a test, smell test and everything.
I had to fight that man stand there. Better take y'all stuff. They literally got in debate. Why am I seeing they like it's like, no, there ain't me. So yeah. But like I said again, once again, you already know we're very family owned and organized and very family based. So you all are literally extensions of us. So we appreciate all you do.
Everybody got it? Smell and sweet candy, sweet fruits. Well, I'm sweet and darling.
There you go now.
Sweet treat, sweet smell, sweet taste.
All right, so, as you all know, we do quarterly in-services, meaning every 3 months. So we had our first one for the year in March, and now it rolled up quick. So here we are again. January, so now here we are again. Okay, we will be going over a couple items this time. Of course, you know, we will increase communication among all staff and management. So, and we do have our skills that we're going to cover today. You see there's a newsletter in front of you. That's part of us increasing our community skills and everything. We're going to keep you informed of the big stuff and the little stuff and stuff in between. We have big news. We now cover Alabama. So we are expanding. We told you all in January we have goals and we're fighting to get them, and Lord, we've been fighting to get there. So with Alabama coverage, we're working on Medicare, Medicaid, Alabama, but right now we do private pay. So if you know anyone in Alabama that needs a little service or whatever, tell them, you know, get with us, we'll work with them on pricing and everything, and we'll go ahead and get them out there. What else we gonna do later? Oh, we've been busy. We've been, oh, yes, ma'am.
Question, do y'all still VA?
VA is a official.
Champ VA.
Yes,
Okay.
Champ VA.
not regular VA.
Gotcha.
If we did regular, we'd be there. So, yeah. But, yes, but who's to say you may speak something into existence? So there you go. And then like you said, on the back of it, y'all may get tired of seeing pictures of us, but we be everywhere. And we have literally been dubbed the pink people, which I think is hilarious.
I seen the commercial.
So yeah, and then it's like so funny because we did like 5 events in 1 week. So when I tell you we hit the ground running to go out and advertise, we're trying to get you all more clients, we're trying to get more everything, all increase any way we can. We are still accepting new clients. We are still accepting new employees, so don't forget about the employee referrals. Send me the good ones, not the ones you just know it. You don't do nothing. So yes. So any questions about any of that? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We have new employees, and some are here. Ms. Jamisha Copeland, raise your hand. Helen Lowe. Nakira, let's see, I thought I saw you. Tiana, I know I saw her. And Tanika. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. So yeah, these are our new employees. So here's the deal, when you see them, you know, you may want a weekend off or a day off, you may need somebody, it may be kind of beneficial where you're like, hey, Tanika, you want this shift? And she may cover yours as well. So,
Hold on just a second, I'm gonna pause right here as we introducing the new team members. Maybe some of us as leadership team or office staff haven't met some of you, so I just wanna make sure we all get an opportunity to introduce ourselves. So I'm Trinice Holloway. If I haven't met anyone, I am the Chief Strategy Officer here at Lily's. I also do public life engagement with those in the field with clients and everything. So I generally get an opportunity to meet and get to know everyone, but again, just in case I have not met you. And as Ms. TJ said, we are family owned home health agency. So our CEO is Ms. Claudette Moss, who is my grandmother. So she is the head and the person trying to say she boss everybody from her chair. So she get it done from her chair. This is Ms. Miracle, who is on our admin team, one of our junior admin assistants. And then this is Ms. Malia, who is our lead direct care worker and also in the admin office. So if anyone calls y'all or you all need anything and you call to the office and someone answers the phone, you can put a name on the face.
so the person y'all call all the time is Paris, because she does your time with your pay com, so she's not here today. In fact, it's her birthday weekend. Takia Walton, forgive me, I don't know how I forgot you off the slide. Takai, you know, I don't call you that. She's not calling you that. So yeah, so forgive me, that just completely slipped my mind, okay? But she's one of my rock stars too. She's new. She's worked literally any shift I've asked her to pick up. She's worked, so I do appreciate that. So we have Miss Crystal. Miss Krishna Carl, let me explain who she is. She is one of our newest nurses. She's Miss Cynthia's new right-hand man. And everybody who know me know I explain who Miss Cynthia Drake is to you very thoroughly. Because I tell you, if you don't call me, who do you call? Cynthia, because I don't know what to help y'all with sometimes. So yes, so this is Miss Cynthia's right-hand man, Miss Crystal, wave your hand. So yes, we appreciate her. She's our new nursing staff, because you know we got to have good nurses to have good CNAs. So these are our training topics we're going over today. Y'all gonna hate me, I don't care. Proper progress notes. I love y'all.
I just got to jump in and say, we talk about progress notes almost every meeting.
So yes,
we
do.
I would venture to ask, why do we still talk about progress notes every meeting? Somebody not doing it right. Right. We still have progress notes either they're not getting done, or we put in had a good day as I hold that. I mean, that doesn't tell us anything about what happened that day. Or we have like one sentence, and we gotta get that with the progress notes. So one thing, I don't know if you all have been watching the news and seeing all the things that's going on as far as the Trump administration and Medicaid, and that they are actively calling for Medicaid to audit places more because they think there's a lot of Medicaid fraud and things like that going on. So, if they were to pull our files, and we've been billing saying we were here every day, but we don't have notes to document that we're here every day, which I think they're gonna do to us. taking care of each other, right? And that we are properly doing our notes. So if anyone shows up here, we can show that we are doing a good job and we're doing what we said we're going to do. And we cannot prove that without those notes. If we don't document it didn't happen, right? So if we don't say we gave Miss Ann a bath or what, they'll say we ain't done none of the stuff we supposed to do for Miss Ann. So I just want to stress that again because I do not plan to be on anybody's list to pay back, and I surely am not going into the jail for anybody. I ain't a jail girl. I'm not going to jail for nobody.
If you break the company, you lose your job.
Right. So it's a us situation.
Help y'all.
Let's work together and do this.
Yeah.
Right. Let's make sure we have these notes properly documented.
And we will touch on that more so in a second. We will also discuss hurricane awareness and emergency planning for severe weather, client rights, y'all favorite subject coming, pay home. And then we have skills break off today. So firstly, we're gonna dive right into the nitty and the gritty, the do's and don'ts of charting. Ms. Holloway explained why charting is important, and let me explain one more thing. If she's bringing the legal aspect to it, say if Miss Sue is your client and you don't chart on Miss Sue, and when Miss Sue's daughter come home, Miss Sue is on the floor dead. You get what I'm saying? It's more than one way to get in trouble. You know, you can go to jail for that. You can go to jail for neglect, elderly abuse. Because if Miss Sue fall and you ain't been putting it in your notes, Miss Sue had a fall today. When Miss Sue got that big old goose egg on her, and that one child that don't ever visit comes to visit and see their mama with a black eye, you're going to jail. You know, I'm gonna put $5 on your books and tell the Lord and prevail because what they say it's a bug.
Don't even do that because they already got free money anyway. So.
Exactly. So with that being said, if you have recently done orientation with me, I very much so emphasize this. Should include at least 4 sentences. Let me tell you, and I'm not lying, and this is to critique and show you how not to do it. Patient good at spades, good looking, like what they good at. You know, you can't say that. If you leave too much for the imagination will turn. So I tell people in my orientation, and my new orientees will tell you, arrived at 8:45, patient laying down. Okay, I already know what time you got there. They were alive and well when you arrived, and where they were. You know what I'm saying? That one little sentence explains and starts the beautiful picture. Patient given a bath, changed into clothes, sat at dining room table, ate 50% of their meal. Now I know you fed them, they're still alive. Thank God for that. They're clothed, they're clean, and they're content, right? Patient watched Jeopardy for 4 hours. Okay, clearly they're doing something. They're fussing at the TV. They're breathing, they're sitting down, they're not on the floor. Patient walks the mailbox, walked back, given a sandwich, daughter came and was relieved from service. From that little bit, I know that when you got there, they were alive. You fed them, you clothed them. You know what I'm saying? We know for sure they were alive because they got up and moved around. Because they walked, where did they walk to? The mailbox. And when you left them, they were still yet. Thank you. I'm emphasizing this. I'm not being funny. I work in the hospital settings and you be shocked. How the nurse like, oh, he was just breathing, baby. You ain't charted on them in 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? We can laugh about it now because we're not in a situation. But I love y'all. If we go according to some of you all notes, we would not know this person is still here. And then I love y'all should paint a picture of services provided. Don't just tell me that they alive. Like, what did you do? Did you cook, made an egg sandwich? Now I know you fed them. So these people can't say they just sit there and be over their phone. Well, no, ma'am, she said you ate an egg sandwich and ate 40% of it. Cover yourself. Always cover yourself. If that person coming, they got a bruise, a scratch, or anything that was not there when you left, document it. And who do you call?
Miss Drake.
Miss Drake. That's it. Don't call TJ. That's a medical thing. If it's something else, call TJ. Call Miss Drake or text her. If she don't respond, everybody in here know that TJ responded in the middle of the day or night. Hey, Miss TJ, such and such got a tear on her left leg. I ain't do it. Okay, put it, you know. And then another thing also, and y'all are doing better. We've had a lot of people go to hospitals, not for major things, for minor things. Thank you all for calling and notifying us, because we have a timeline that we have to do. Don't call me on Monday telling me, oh yeah, she failed Thursday, but I went there and let them. So I forgot to call you, because I ain't gonna lie, I had a couple of y'all, hey, I'm headed out of town, but I want you to know she failed yesterday. Thank you. Send me a text with what happened real quick.
It should be on the incident form.
It should, but I appreciate y'all just calling, letting me know first so I can prep. And like, okay, so this is the text you sent me, so when you come back, we can put this on the incident form, and I could submit it to state.
And also, just as a side note, let's call the office, because it could be Miss Drake or Miss Crystal here that needs the information. So call the office, and whatever nurse is on duty will be able to get the information to them.
All right. Should be detailed and professional. I love you all. We can talk how we talk, but when we doing these notes, let's not note how we talk. Patient failed like a mother. Nope, they did not. They did not. You know, and I have someone, I'm not gonna put out, she puts an emoji at the end of all of her notes. And the patient had a wonderful day, and that detailed notes of this emoji, smiley face. I'm like, this is great, but please. We laugh and we think they're cute on our end, you know, we really do. Then also something, you cannot diagnose. With that being said, the don'ts. One word progress notes. We discussed this. I went to a church one day and the preacher preached the same message for 25 years. And somebody asked, why do you keep preaching this message? And the pastor said, because y'all didn't get it yet, so I gotta keep preaching it. I won't come back next quarter and still be preaching on progress notes. Okay? Emojis. I love them, but let's keep it, we're gonna keep it professional. No non-medical abbreviations. Patient daughter said she was coming, IDK. What? No, that is not a medical abbreviation. Let's keep, if you don't know them, that's fine. There's Chat, GPT, and Google for a reason. But like I said, you can't put, the non-medical ones in a professional medical chart. So, chart within your scope of practice. So this is when I said, we understand like, oh, patient has a fever, I think she got the flu. You don't know that though. You can't put that in there. You did your swallow, it leaves too much room for interpretation. You can put what you observe. Patient seems feverish, because let's be real, none of y'all have anything to do vital signs with. And then I don't believe Miss Cynthia has trained anyone on vital signs. So let's not do vital signs, because if you do it wrong, and like, yeah, blood pressure is elevated, then they go to the hospital, they just highlight, oh yeah, you had the cuff in the wrong spot. You know what I'm saying? Don't, just call Miss Cynthia, call Miss Crystal, call the C Squad. That's what we're gonna call them. No duplicate notes. Now I love y'all. Some of y'all got the same care note from the first day of work that you just copy and paste every day. I'm not making this up at all. Patient been having a good day since they started. And I understand some of us work with family members. No, let's not slack on family members, because if you get caught, that's elderly abuse, and your family member can be taken away from you. I'm not trying to be scary, but I'm trying to be very sensitive. I'm not sensitive. Very sincere when I'm telling you this information. So like I said, now if they literally did have the same day, that's great for them. Switch it up a word,
Well, also, let me say, because someone said I do the same, I heard a couple people say to me, I do the same thing every day. But you do not do exactly the same thing.
You don't get there at the same time.
That's right, you don't get there at the same time. Today they might have a doctor's appointment. Tomorrow y'all might have gone to Walmart. No one in life does exactly the same thing every day. So if something changed. Today they didn't feel like getting out of the bed, where some days they felt bad, some days they felt better, some days they were walking around, some days y'all might have played a game. So you have to describe what happened that day. I had said what we do the same thing. It's not the same thing exactly every day. So we need to document what happened on that specific day.
And if I see that, like you ain't sweeping this man's floor every day. I know that.
Laundry. I did laundry.
Every day.
You wash the clothes
every day. You put 2 items in the water.
So we're not doing the same thing.
Cause I'm gonna come check these folks' bed and tell me that much laundry, cause that's the cleanest bed in the But any questions on this? And that was the time to ask. If you legitimately have a question, I think someone brought it up in our January meeting, like, oh, so I do chat GPT. I don't care as long as it's correct and in there in detail, okay? Any questions? This is gonna be our last time talking about progress notes, people. Well, at least y'all were honest. I can't be mad about being honest. What's up, Jermaine?
Well, back to everyday thing. I tell you the truth, I actually like.
Say it, Jermaine. I'm gonna throw a shoe at you. Say it. You do what every day? You do what?
I sweep on the floor every day.
Now I can believe you swept before.
The client, she knows the finest.
Okay, so you got, and that's fine, and you have that right, but you better change it up in your choice.
Well, even that, if you sweep the floor every day, I think that's fine. What I'm saying is, it's not every day where you do the exact same things in the same order. So literally down to, I came in, I changed the bed, I took her for a drive, and then you put the same thing every single day. So every day, but there are other things you're doing or not doing along in that day, right? So I'm just saying it can't be exactly the same 5 or whatever it is every single day in the same way. It just doesn't make sense that happens every single day and it's never changed. Yeah. Like I said, some days y'all going out for appointments or you're taking them to the store or you might go to whatever the client's asking you. You're not doing the same thing. And let's say you're going to the store. Are you going to the store in the same store and we went to Walmart today? You know that we're doing. It's not the same every single day.
And hopefully you're not cooking on the same thing.
Something that should
Switch it up. Throwing an egg salad or something.
Food.
Get them all going. Next. Y'all know I like a funny video. That's why. Hurricanes. So, initially you may think, why are we going over hurricane prevention and readiness? We're in Columbus. Columbus may not get the hurricane, but we get the effects. Let's go to this slide. It has a front and back. We may not get the hurricane part because we are what they call landlocked, but we definitely get the flooding in Columbus. Hurricane season begins in June and it runs through November. Most residents in Georgia can feel the effect of major storms and hurricanes across the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. These are basic tips to be prepared. So pay attention. You all know we will pay attention to severe weather and let your clients know, hey, we have inclement weather coming, aid may be delayed, or like, when was it? It snowed. He was supposed to. Horrible snowstorm in 2025. That never happened. But yes, so we pay attention. We go off of the weather channel and whatever they say and stuff like that. So the evaluation routes, if you're in Columbus, I know we cover other counties, and I'm sorry I did not get well versed in the other ones. For example, if there's a hurricane, the Civic Center and AJ Memorial is considered our evacuation route. So once again, I've never known it just to have a hurricane that hit Columbus, but it could happen. So you already know drinking water, that's the number one thing, maybe. So we have inclement weather coming, and as long as you're going to your job or your house, make sure drinking water is always the number one thing that they tell you to do. Flashlights, have batteries, candles. They actually tell you not to have candles anymore because if gas is leaking and you have candles, you're in trouble then. So I thought that was kind of neat because when I was going over, get candles. So, now this was the one I thought was hilarious that we would put on here. Review your insurance policies. Make sure that flood insurance active real quick. So, you don't want to be look what they say, up the creek without a paddle. Complete inventory of personal property. Have vehicles fueled. That's the number one thing. That's be ready to hit this road. Cover windows with storm shutters, a sheet, and plywood. Secure objects. Provide pets a secure carrier or leash. I thought it was funny that they made sure they threw pets in there. And know your refugee in the basement or small interior roof. So the next one, what is considered severe weather? Hail, wind speeds, and a tornado. Now we do get tornadoes in Columbus, and especially surrounding areas. As you know, that wonderful alarm that we will hear at 12 o'clock today, that is our tornado warning. Know the difference between a tornado warning and tornado, drill. A warning is that a site has been within the radius. An actual tornado is like it is touched down in Columbus. If you are with your client, bathroom, in the tub, make sure your client is there and safe, and make sure you are safe as well. Because if you're not there to take care of your client, you're fine. If you're not allowed to take care of your client, your client, do. So this is something that is now considered, active for Georgia right now. I'm gonna skip over the winter. I'm gonna go to extreme hot and cold. Heat index is above 95 is considered extreme hot. Hey, love, come on in. Go ahead and get the free. You good. You cute though, Lisa. That's all right. Extreme hot in Georgia. Yes, ma'am.
Quick question. The tornado thing, like you said, put them in the tub. What if they're not able to get in the tub?
In the bathroom, away from windows.
Oh, I'm about to say,
They just tell you if it is overused, a tub is the safest place for you all to be. So I promise you, if a tornado on you, you may be shocked. They may get a little pep in their step and you can throw them in that tub real quick. Maybe EMS to get them out afterward, but they'll be safe. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, so that was a good one. Going back to the heat index. Older people dehydrate quicker than you realize in different ways than us and young people. We will sweat profusely, the older person will not because they're already cold. So they're under blankets bundled up in 98-degree weather. No air, not drinking any water or anything like that. So make sure you keep them hydrated. Keep ice around because if they quickly overheat, that ice will help bring them down. But if you suspect your client is getting dehydrated, who do you call?
Right.
The C-Squad. Miss Cynthia and Miss Crystal. Because I can tell you little things to do. They're going to tell you specific things to look out for. Like, has their urine changed? When was the last time how frequently are they going to the bathroom? Are they sweating? Are they cool, clammy to touch? That stuff we have to look out for because we're in the South. So we'll get a heat index real quick that'll take a grown, functioning person out. So imagine an older person who's not completely up and not moving and doing what they regularly do. Something else that we get in Columbus very quickly is flash floods. I've never in my life seen anywhere that floods as quickly as Columbus. So you have to be careful. And like I said, we're in the valley, so they have a house that sits low. They're gonna get some flooding if we get this rain. So once again, be prepared. If it starts flooding in their little area, make sure you have them where if something happens, people can get to you and get to you all. Any questions or anything else? Did I do a good job? No questions on the weather? We're going to stop the little girl from being flown in the wind. Next one is the client rights. Let me explain to you. You can't say you never seen these because when you signed your contract with Lily's, we gave you a client rights. And when we go through orientation, client rights is mentioned. So we will mention client rights again. Why do we mention client rights? Because we are private home sector, so it is different. First of all, be informed about plan of service and be involved in the development of plan. I get a lot of, will you hand me my drink, please? I get a lot of people like, Miss Judy, I need to change her Sundays because I go to church. That's great for you. If that's not what Miss Judy wants, we're not changing it. I can understand you all get comfortable and get very relaxed and everything around your client. That is still your client. You are still there to do a job. These are the hours they told us that they needed you. If you can no longer accommodate those hours, let me know and I will replace you. That's not me being mean. That's not me being ill-mannered or malicious. That is being honest. Because right now, y'all are family, but they're the ones who pay us to pay you. Don't go over there trying to convince Miss Judy that she don't need you at 10, that she need you at 12. No. And everyone, once again, I trust all of you all. I really, really do. This is a phenomenal group to work with. But when you all call me like, hey, Mr. Jimmy Dean said, he changed it to 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Okay, I'm calling Jimmy Dean after I hang up with you. You know, cause I'm not going to be laid out in the blind like that. And Jimmy didn't be calling me at 10, but hey, he's not here. Oh, she said, okay. Being informed promptly about any changes of service. When you call out, I have to call your client. For those who have an earlier shift, once again, don't hesitate to call me or send a text. Unfortunately, I'm gonna hear it and I'm gonna roll over, and is a lot of y'all in here can contest for that. When you've had a family emergency or something, and I'm like, okay, I got it. Now keep in mind why you're calling out and how many times you're calling out. Because you will get a point if it is not, if you don't have a doctor's excuse, or if it's a repetitive event. Myself and Ms. Holloway and the admin team, we don't have any problem working with you all. But the thing is, I'm not going to be bending over backwards every week because you've got something emergent that's popped up. I understand life happens and I understand life is not fair at times. I will work with you as much as I can, but I can't let you all have me neglecting a client because of you all. Patient has the right to accept or refuse services. I try to do really good on who I place with people. Sometimes y'all just don't mesh. Sometimes, he like, beautiful girl. Can't stand her. Or y'all call me like, hey, if I have to watch a rerun of MASH one more time, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. But once again, that's because we're all human. We have different personalities. So I'm not going to make you all stay in a situation that is uncomfortable. I'm really not going to have the client in a situation that's uncomfortable. Be informed of changes of service. If I snatch you, and I don't ever snatch none of y'all, that's just a term. But if I move like, hey, Mr. Jimmy did it. So Sasha's not gonna be there this Friday. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a new one. And they're gonna say, oh, okay, or like, oh no, I want Sasha. And I'm like, yeah, this is what's best right now. Be informed of the contact numbers for the supervisory personnel. Who in here don't have Miss Holloway number? But you got mine though, right? Okay. You don't need to call Miss Holloway. No, man. But no, and who in here has my number? Oh, none of y'all got my phone number. I about to say, because I know that's a lot. And Mr. Brandon just got my phone number. He's like, I didn't know who you were, TJ. I'm like, it's okay, it's me. But no, who in here does not have a way to get in touch with somebody and add me in if they need them? Exactly. Google. That too. Come in Holloway phone number everywhere. Like, we been walking out the car, got Miss TJ, somebody on the phone was talking to me, like, okay. Like, so yeah. So like I said, I really feel like if someone ever says, oh, I didn't know how to get in touch with anyone in Lily, that's a lie.
So we can definitely always Google Lily's Healthcare and it'll give you the number if you all don't have it, or you can use Access Care. Once you put everyone should have Access Care. You can utilize Access Care, but our door is always open if you need anything. Please.
Always. Be informed of complaint procedure. So if they know how to get in touch with us as well. I have clients that call me more than some of you all. Not even just a complaint, just like, hey, so this happened, is this for me? Yes, sir. He's supposed to clock out at 3. Yes, that's your time. You know, but like I said, I'm just there, so I don't mind it. Confidentiality of client information. This one I will always beat until it's the dead horse. You are at people's houses. That's their place of peace. Don't disturb their peace. You're going to see you're privy to a lot of private information. So if everybody know when Georgia Power seen that little cardboard, the building, don't like, girl, the Jimmy Dean got another cardboard from Georgia Power. No, that's not. Be respectful, because the thing is, if they were at your house, you wouldn't tolerate that. So let's not do anything at someone else's house that we would not tolerate at our own mother's house. Have property and resident treated with respect. So here's the deal. We understand they're older and they hold on to a lot of stuff and it may get cluttered, but that may be the one piece of tissue that her husband gave her before he died. And that's how she remembers it. Or that may be an antique china set that her great grandma gave her when she was a child and she used to play with. So it's junk to us, but not to them. Written notice of contact information for the state. That is also in your client book that is at the client house that is visible, correct? I know that's right. Responsibility of client and a responsible party to be informed of proper provider of changes to the client condition. We already know that. If something happened and like, hey, so Jimmy Dean a little altered, who do you call? Because that's not in your scope of practice, but it's in Miss Cynthia, Miss Crystal's scope of practice. Any questions on that? We're gonna go to the next slide. Paycom. You wanna talk about Paycom?
You look like that right on right.
Did anybody have any issues with Paycom as of the moment?
And don't y'all be quiet in here now and be calling us, cause y'all call and y'all know time is due on when?
Monday?
So that is one thing we wanna talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Two things. So, time is due on Monday. And we say this, and say, nah, we get paid on Friday. So that's a pretty quick turnaround. Now, we have to have payroll ran and processed on Wednesday morning. I know y'all love us, but I can't imagine y'all love us enough to work for free. But what I can imagine is the people don't turn in their time sheets. On Tuesday, we call people all day long and say, please submit your time, please submit your time.
Wednesday?
We send a text or email reminder through Access Care, and sometimes we still don't get time. So I just want to tell everybody, help me, help you. Right? Help me, help you. We gotta have that time. Now this week specifically, coming up, our pay date actually falls on a holiday. So we're going to have to pay you a day early. What does that mean?
Hey, time in Monday.
Have your time in on Monday. We're going to on Tuesday.
Ain't no space for no.
And we
Right.
want to enjoy our holiday weekend
Now,
too, without y'all
Miss
calling.
Linda don't want to not get paid because Miss Samantha didn't turn in her time. She will be holding up everybody, right? So I'm going to ask her, everybody wants to get their check on Thursday. Have your time in on Monday.
And I'm gonna say this too, if y'all were working at a big corporation, we would not be having this discussion, cause you wouldn't be paid. And you would not get a check
They
until
gonna
2 weeks.
babysit you baby, at all.
They're not. I don't care if it's Church's Chicken or Piedmont, you would not be having this conversation.
You'll get it, but it's probably
It's gonna be 2 weeks later. But do you understand? So I wanted to say this to emphasize to you all, y'all, these people bend over backwards to make sure you are clocked in properly, that your time is in, that your direct deposit stuff and everything is correct, and that you get it. And when you all, it's almost kind of like a little slap in the face on that Wednesday when you call, hey girl, my time not right. Did you do your Paycom? I don't know my Paycom access, I don't ever put it in. Don't be getting it. And the thing is, if you call up here, hey, my Paycom not acting right, we always pick up and parents get on their phone, and parents got a whole script to walk you through until your Paycom.
And for Paycom, it's actually, I think, Michael that does Paycom.
Okay,
So,
well, now I know.
but,
I put you guys in and I sent the email. So has anybody not gotten the email yet?
any new person.
Any new person hasn't got Paycom email?
Okay, so everybody should
Okay.
take on the
So we're gonna move on Paycom.
I had a question
Oh,
about
Yes.
the update on Paycom. It's almost like, I'm used to being able to go in and do what I need to do, but it just keep asking you like a chat, what would you like to do? And I feel like it's like, I'm jumping like 5 humps. But, I guess because of the way it updated,
Said Paycom update.
Well, I'll.
the app updated, but I'm just saying, is it a way to not go through all the,
So when you first go to Paycom, at the bottom, I don't know if anybody can see my phone, but it's 3 lines. You press those 3 lines and you will click time management.
okay, great, that's what I
And then your time sheet should come up.
Okay, great, okay, yeah.
Did everybody hear the 3 lines at the bottom, time management? Y'all got it? All right then.
It's the holiday.
It's y'all gonna be broke up.
Somebody take the part, somebody bag the part.
Gas going up, reels ain't free. Y'all gonna be hungry in the house. Don't call me. I'm pick up, but I'm like, can you?
I'm coming out here, good.
All right. Employee Thank you.
So there's your referral bonus.
So
We're
here,
always looking for good staff.
always,
You all did.
always. And speaking of good staff, our employee of the quarter. So, may I speak on this?
Sure.
Employee of the quarter, so she came in, so it's a she, I'm sorry, Jermaine, I'm sorry. She came in and hit the ground running. And I am thankful for her because that was in my beginning of really hiring people. It was like, yeah, girl, save my day, go on to this client. Thank you, Sheree.
Thank you.
There you go, yes ma'am, thank you. Again, we appreciate all the hard work that everyone does, and we like to show it.
Yep, definitely appreciate everyone. Once again, I feel like this is a phenomenal group. I really do. I don't get as many complaints. I appreciate because when I message y'all like, hey, can you put in your property loan? Yes, ma'am, it's locked. I appreciate that. I already know it's hard to find a job where you can feel at home and feel like family. Because once again, if your child gets sick, it's hard to call your boss like, look, I know I need this check, but my child is sick. And if any of y'all have ever done it and called me with that, I'm praying for your child to do what you have to do. As much as I appreciate y'all, I appreciate the admin, I appreciate Pastor, because Pastor tell real quick, me and TJ, calm down, give me a hug. And I'm like, you right, because I'm about to speak. But I appreciate you all. And like I said, I want you all to always feel like Lily's is another home away from home. Even though that sounds very cliche, but like I said, we're here. We try to show you all that we appreciate you. We keep you all informed on any and everything going on. And like I said, when you bring your family and your friends, so yes. So, we're gonna, is it here?
I'm not saying that, so. And we'll all look, next we'll have skills, so we'll move to the skills room and we will.
Oh yeah, y'all put that away your stuff. Trash can in here. Did you sign? If you did not sign in, make sure you sign in so you get your hours.
And if anyone, I think we still have sandwiches and drinks there if anyone wants. Okay. Then CEO Morris wants to give the first person that was here a gift for being the first person here, so that will go to Miss May. Yeah.
No more prayers. No more prayers.
Can you cover it this weekend?
I was told on 15 weeks.